Hey there, it's Melissa Peterson Designs. We're getting ready to do our crafting with MPD Easter. Let's craft with MPD Easter 2020. With your craft kit comes your instructions, and on the back it also includes the password to get in this group, because when you sign in you have to do your email that you purchased the kit with plus enter your password that came in with the kit. And if you have trouble with that, just email me and let me know at info@melissapetersondesigns.com. With the kit, there's fabric for your bows, for your messy bows. I've got 2 foam 1-inch brushes. I guess I don't need that. Permanent marker. I've got a detailed brush. Depending on what size you order, you'll either get the 8-inch round with the hop or the 12-inch round with the hop, appropriate for that size. You also will get your 220 grit sanding strip for sanding, and I also included with this kit a white craft paint and pink craft paint from Hobby Lobby. So if you decide you want to use your own colors, feel free to, but this is what is going to be sent out. And then I'm going to have an assortment of flowers of pink and purple for you to play with, and also the scrapbook paper that you chose. So we're going to get started. I've got Daniela here with me, and I don't see Grandma D. Let me see. No message. Do you got your phone? No. You want to go get your phone and message her? Nope. Hopefully I'm in the right group. So I guess we'll find out. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to try and use one brush and save it back. Oh, I think she's here. And save it back for the Mod Podge. So push that back, and then we're going to use these 2 to paint with. And also we're going to have a glass of water and a paper towel to clean our brushes in between. So to start with, I'm going to paint the edge of my rounds. Hi, Grandma D. I'm going to paint the edge of my rounds, and I'm going to do mine in pink. You can use pink or white with yours, or whatever color you choose. And I'm going to go ahead and do mine in pink. So you do whatever color you want, because the edge is going to be the part that shows. So if you got any questions, just let me know. When this whole health scare gets over with, Grandma D's going to come out here and do hers later. So we're just painting around the edges. And we're going to let that dry, because then when we get done with the bunny, we're going to come back to this and do some more with this. So we'll just kind of jump back and forth. So if you got any questions, let me know. And these are just kind of like painting little cookies, or big cookies, not little cookies, little pizzas. Poor Danielle's my guinea pig before. We've been at her house doing some crafting. So I'm just doing the edges and just making sure everything's covered, which I just saw a few bare spots. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in the water. You're having trouble hearing me? I'll try and speak up. I still haven't got the that microphone thing figured out yet. Okay, so I'm going to put that back, and then next I'm going to work on my hot bunny, and I'm going to go ahead and use my little detailed brush, because I'm going to start by painting inside the edges with the whites, and then I'll go on the outside and paint the front part white, because I want my bunny to be white, not pink. Is that better? If I speak up? Mom? Can you hear me now? She's not responding. I think I lost her. Okay. Whoops, I'm busted. So I'm just painting on the insides, because that's going to be showing, and I don't want any wood not colored. So I'm just painting on the insides, And then the top part, I'm just kind of smoothing out any extras that comes over. So that way I don't have any bumps. Just like that. I'll put you down just a little bit more. There we go. Is that better? Did you have trouble finding the group, Mom? So I'm just painting it like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and go around and paint the outsides. And actually, I think I'm going to go back and use my foam after I rinse it off good. You had trouble finding it? Oh, okay. But you did get on here, so that's good. Did you get a notification? The boys have been told to behave, so you went to all groups. Okay. So we're just painting around the outsides, and I'm just smoothing the paint on the top as it kind of gets covered, so it doesn't leave any bumps. You doing okay? Okay. I thought Danielle was going to be my filmographer there for a while. She decided to paint along. Decided to play instead of work. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to show how to do the leave your bunny alone for now. I'm going to do that first. Just go around the edges. That's one thing I forgot to do. We'll come back to that here in a minute. I knew I was going to forget something. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. If you need anything else, let me know. I think I grabbed your paper towel. Okay, so my bunny, I messed up and I needed to, this is blank and I'm going to actually hand draw the eyes on with like a transfer or graphite paper, and I forgot to do that before we got started. I got a little excited about getting going. So I'm going to leave that there or open for now, and I'll come back and paint it here in a second. So I was going to show you how I do that, just in case you decide to do your own instead of have me do it. Lots of curves on these things, isn't there? Mm-hmm. There we go. Because I think last time I did this, I forgot to do a step 2, and it was right after we got done, I forgot to paint around the edges on my St. Patrick thing. Got too excited. You can't type. Oh, just take your time, Mom. Or is there so many questions you have that I'm not answering? You know, I think we can go on here and we could bring you on too if you wanted. Okay, so for the bunny face, which I messed up on, I have a outline that I've used. This is what I've been using for my bunny faces. And you see I've got tape there on the bottom. At Hobby Lobby, there's that graphite paper over by the pens and watercolor pens and markers that I used. One of these sheets, I got the small package, I think it was like $3. So if you decide to do this yourself, you just grab one of the sheets, you put your bunny face where you want it on your bunny. You can put it down kind of low or down up kind of high. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So there's my bunny face. I'm going to lift up the part that's not taped down. If you want me to do yours, I can. That's up to you. And then I put, whoops, I've lost my place. Let me try that again. I'm keeping mine kind of down low. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, and then grab a pen or a pencil. I have a yucky pen, so that's no big deal. So then basically you just trace over what you want to transfer on the back side. We're going old school here. Did you guys ever do this in school, Daniela?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So she already knows about this stuff. So I'm just tracing over the eyes, the eyelashes, the whiskers, the nose and the mouth. And I'm even going to trace over the freckles. And just be careful where you touch with that graphite paper down, otherwise you might have like a leftover smeared print. So there's my face. Do you want to try it or do you want me to do it?
You can do it.
I can do it? Okay. You ready? Okay, let me try that again. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm going to do Daniela's. Does that look okay? Okay. And what's nice about this graphite paper, you can use it over and over again. Okay, you got your permanent marker here. There you go, you'll need that. Okay, so you trace over your design, whichever face you decide to do. Unless you're really good at freehanding, that'd be even better. I get a little shaky, so that's why I like doing this. There we go. So there's hers. Okay, so now, hang on a second, don't paint it just yet. Okay, so before we start painting, the permanent marker that was in your kit, we're going to trace over those markings from the graphite paper before we paint that white. I get quiet when I'm concentrating. Okay, so then I trace it over with the permanent marker, and then I'll just wait just a little bit and let that dry, and I'm going to paint over that. And I'm actually going to probably do 2 coats of white paint. And once the white paint's dry, that markings will start showing through a little bit, and then we can either paint over that, or we're going to use our marker and actually bring that back through. But if you have black paint and you want to actually paint over it, that's fine. Feel free to. So just make sure that's dry before you paint over it. Okay. And let's paint our bunny. I still have to get around all my edges. I'm running behind. Just like that. You have any questions, Mom? I'm finding areas in the corner where I've missed. If you do, just paint over it, and then just smooth it out if anything happens to show up there. Just like that. And for fun, I'm going to do a little bit of shading. You can do this if you want. Around my ears and my cheeks, I'm going to add just a little bit of pink paint to my white with my tiny little brush. I just wiped it clean.
I need the towel.
You need the towel? There you go. Okay. So just grab a little bit like that. And in your white paint, there's like a little bit in the cup. Just add a little bit in there just to kind of give it a little tint. And I'm just going to paint inside the ears a little bit. And just give them a little blush. And if you go down below the ears, that's fine, because when we put the flowers on top, that's going to kind of cover that up a little bit. So I just went just inside. Hearing a lot better now? So that's all I did. Okay, and then around the cheeks, I'm just going to make a little circle with what paint I have on there. And it's just over the whiskers. If you get a little bit over the lashes or the freckles, that's fine. We're just adding a little color. Looks a little scary right now, but it's okay. Yeah, you're doing a good job. I actually think I might have to do mine over again and do it white and then do a pink again. So I gotta do mine over again. Over the whiskers, yeah. I did a little bit over the whiskers, but I gotta do a second coat of white. I think I messed up there. Good job, babe. Try it one more time. Thank goodness it's just paint. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. I'll come back and try that again after that's dry. But now we're gonna go ahead and move back to our rounds. And we're gonna go ahead and cut our scrap paper. So we'll just put this over and we'll use our pen or a marker and trace around it. And go ahead and like leave a little lip around there so you got room to cut. So just like that, a big circle. Then we're going to cut that. Missing some on the edge. On my bunny or the scrapbook paper? Oh, my bunny. I see that now. Glad you caught that. Cut around the outside of the line, try not to cut inside so you have a little give there. Let me see if I can fix that here before I move on while Danielle is cutting. I've got 2 spots I'm missing. Thanks for the catch. There we go. Okay. And then with the 2-inch roller that we held back, we're going to use that for the Mod Podge. And we're going to paint our round. Walmart and Hobby Lobby have smaller bottles. I always get the larger bottle. And be generous, but you know, you don't want a bunch of thick areas. You want it all kind of even, but just paint it good. There we go. Make sure everything's covered and even. If you have to hold it up to look for this shine so you can see any missed spot, that helps too. Do one more. There we go. I'm going to save that just in case. Just like that. And I do have some showing, but we're going to use a sandpaper to clean that up. And if you want to paint the back side of your round pink to make it, you know, more finished looking, that's what I usually would like to do. Very good. Okay. So then grab your sandpaper and we're going to sand off the edges clean. That's the part you have trouble with? Yeah. This is going easier tonight, I think, than it did last time. don't know if it kind of helped cutting the paper first before putting it on. Of course, we did the shamrock last time. That had all the different angles. That might have been part of the problem. But it still looked good once it was done. There we go. Almost got it. There we go. Okay, let me try my blush again. Get her done? Good job. I love that color. Daniela chose the pink plaid. I think we'll go ahead and put those in. I think we're done with those. And we got the hot glue warming up. Let me try my blush again. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush and mix it with my white. And it's just going to tint it a little bit. I'm going to wipe that off since it's a lot on the brush, on my brush, and let's do this again. And you don't have to do this part if you don't want to. That's up to you. There's the ears. Try the cheeks again. That cheek got a little big. There we go. There we go. We'll let that dry. Okay. Now your hop should be dry, shouldn't it? Mm-hmm. You want to go ahead and work on placing your flowers. Scissors might have to. The flowers will have like a little bit of the stem on there. If you want to cut part of it, don't cut it all the way off, but you can cut it up close, and that way it also helps it to stand up a little bit and kind of sit out. But that'll probably be too long. Daniela's using pink, and I'm going to do the purple. I don't know if that's like a ½ inch. So I just left that much on there. Do you know how you want to lay them down? Oh, yeah. I put mine across the top of the head like a crown. Let's see. Need that. Nope, I need those. So basically, I'll lay mine kind of across the top like a crown, like that. And I'll glue the back side. I'm going to probably start with the two ends first and just put a little glue on the back side. Just like that. If you get any strings, just try and leave them alone until they dry, and then you can pull them off. And then I'll do the middle one last, so it kind of sticks out more, hopefully. There we go. Just like that. And there's the hot glue gun for you. got a few glue strings, so they're kind of cooling off now, so I can just kind of pull them off. Okay, and when your paint is good and dry, I'm going to go back and use a permanent marker to go back over my markings so they stand out. If you're good with the brush and you want to actually paint them back on, you're feel free to do that. So you just trace over the markings that we did earlier. But only do this when the paint is good and dry so you don't ruin your marker. So that is just one stroke. If you want, you can go back over and thicken part of the eyeliner. Kind of give more of a doughy eye. That's up to you. And I'll usually only do it on the outside. There's my nose. The markings will show through. Sometimes when the paint's wet, the markings will hide, but once the paint's dry, because I've done this also with regular chalk paint that's pretty thick, and it showed through fine once it was dry. So yes, they will show through. They'll be faint, because can you see the whiskers? I haven't done the whiskers yet, or the freckles. And when I've done chalk paint and done this, I've painted 2 coats of chalk paint, and once the paint was dry, it was still showing through. It's faint, but it's there. I don't know why, but I usually leave the freckles for last. I don't know. There we go. There's my bunny. So, let me think. I'll probably put this a little bit towards the bottom. We can put this right in the middle. Let me see here. I think how I want to do this. I think I want the plaid crooked. What do you think? Crooked? Or should I do it straight up and down? Crooked or straight? What do you think? What do you think? You're concentrating. Mom, what you think? Crooked or straight? Crooked. She wants crooked. Okay. We will do crooked. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the outside first, and then I'll do the middle of the bunny last. Well, yeah, let me think of that. Yeah. If you want to use E6000 glue, do that first on the back side and then add a little bit of hot glue to tack it down, because the hot glue will dry faster than the E6000. So that's how I applied my glue. I'm going right for the middle. Just like that. And I'm holding it right now so the glue cures or cools. Okay. And now I'm going to do my messy bun. my messy bow. So here are the ribbons that came with the kit. They're long. If you want to cut them, this way they're long, that way you can cut them however length you want them. I'm gonna make my bows kind of small. If you want an option to hang these, if you would like, you can always use 3M strips. I was also thinking you could save back one of these strips and actually glue it to the back and make like a handle or a hook. That didn't do very well. But do you get what I mean? And that way you have a hanger on the back. So that's always an option. So you can save one of the ribbons back to help hang it. And I'm going to lay mine out here. Just kind of random. And this ribbon here, I'm going to cut it up into 3 strips. So I'm basically cutting up into thirds. I should have brought my other scissors down. Oh, Grandma D hates these scissors. She says I need new ones, and I do. There you go, dear. So when she gets those done, then I'm going to cut mine. I'm probably going to make mine smaller. I'm going to probably put mine on top. You can put them on the bottom top, or if you do like the fabric hook like I suggested, you can always put the bow on the fabric hook. So I probably want my bow about 5 inches long, so I'm going to cut all my strips about 5 inches. They're horrible. What's horrible? Oh, my scissors. I told you, if you ask a question, be specific, because I thought you said this was horrible. Surely that's not what you meant. She's not responding. Is my craft horrible or my scissors? Scissors. Okay, just checking. There we go. I messed up and didn't bring both pairs down. Perfect. Okay. So this will be my my gauge. So I'm going to cut all mine about this size. I probably won't need this many, but I like my bows thick and puffy. And that's already cut. And actually, I think I might save one back and have it as a hanger. I kind of like that idea. Boy. Okay, I'm going to leave those on the side. There you go. You don't want that. You want that. Okay. Oh, can you cut me a strand? I'll cut that in half. And I'll share that with you. Okay. And then I use jute rope to, you love the bunny. I use jute rope to tie my bows. So basically, just lay these down in a pile randomly. I hear Jazz. He must be dreaming. That's going to be a thick bow. That's going to be thick. And then lay the wad of fabric on top of your jute rope. and tie it good. And I usually double knot it. And I keep the jute rope in there as part of the bow. Just like that, and then you just kind of fluff it up. And if you got any wild strands when you're got it placed, you can just trim them down how you want them, because I've got, you know, several wild ones there. And I'll usually cut them at an angle like that. That one's a wild one. Just give them a trim. Okay, I'm going to try the whole hook thing, see how that works.
I need scissors.
Yeah. Where did I learn to make those bows? It's a combination of the refab bows and then just something I just kind of threw together because I wanted to use fabric instead of a bunch of ribbons. So it's kind of my creation, kind of. So, and I even wrote a blog post about it, on how to make them. Okay. So hopefully I did that right. But basically I just glued 2 tabs there. And once that's cured, I should have a hanger. And did I do that straight? No, I didn't. I'll have to fix that later, but that gives you an idea. Let me go ahead and take that off now before it cures. Let's try that one more time. I like that idea. Need the glue. Yeah, how did I have that? There we go. And just be careful when doing the hot glue and fabric. Sometimes that'll go right through. So there's my little hanger if you want to do that. Or you can use 3M strips. Those work wonderful for a light project like this. And then you can always put your bow up here, or you can glue it down here. So I just grab a spot on the back. Danielle is already ahead of me. And I put a generous amount of glue on the back side. Oh, don't want to get you. Sorry. And then you just put it on there. So this bow is going to be a little bit long, so I'm going to have to do a little haircut. Let me see it. And I just usually cut at an angle. Here we go. Just like that. What do you think? You let me show them yours?
Yes.
Okay. And the wire ribbons, you can always, you know, fold them up a little bit if you want. Curl them. So, but yeah, a lot of times I'll usually paint the back side, but on these I didn't do it because of, you know, I didn't want to take forever. So paint the back side. You can always glue on an extra strip of fabric and hang that up. So, and then this one I've got a 3M strip. So basically I put the 3M strip on the back side. I'll find where I want it first, and then I'll take the strip off and then put it where I want it. So that one's ready to hang too. And then my big one, I have it sitting in one of those little easels I got at Hobby Lobby when they were on sale. And they're usually on sale like every other week. So that's different options of how you can display them too. Any questions? She's getting it done. She's trimming the bow. Here's my plaid one though. She's working on hers. And that one I had a little bit more pink cheeks and ears. There we go. This one's a little bit more faded, the cheeks and the ears. Depends on how much pink you put to your white paint. You can just kind of play around, like you saw when I didn't get my second coat on and I already had my cheeks painted. You can go back over and paint it white again and start over. So don't worry about that. It's just paint. Ta-da! And there is Daniela's. Isn't that adorable? I like how you did the bow. That's cute. Or the hair bow. Yeah, Grandma D loves it. So there we go. Got any questions, let me know. And we will see you guys later. I'm planning on another craft class probably for like a Mother's Day present. So we'll see how it goes. And the class will be small also. So I'll probably keep it to 10 people. So any questions, let me know, and you guys have a good night. Bye.